mind you, in all of this, business is blowing the hell up. I could not be more grateful, more thankful, more blessed, more like in awe. But what comes with that is a lot of work. A lot of work, a lot of stress. You know, I don't want to sound like ungrateful. Not Cristina, get it together. I don't want to sound ungrateful because, you know, it's everything I'm working for and it's like actually paying off, and it still blows my mind. But it's a lot of work. It's tiring. It's a lot of hours of cooking and trying to get orders ready and the grocery shopping. You would never think grocery shopping is stressful. But y'all, I don't drive. I do all my grocery shopping via Uber. And I'm buying like $400 worth of groceries at Costco. So everything in bulk. This is the stuff that keeps me up. So, you know, I'm not sleeping because I'm working or because I'm stressing or because I'm at the gym still trying to get in my 2 hours of cardio plus my 3 hours of working out. So that's what I was trying to do, is run a full-time business on Uber and get in 5 hours at the gym a day and sleep more than 2 hours a night. Something had to give. I had to, I mean, obviously I wasn't gonna take a step away from my business. I had gotten an incredible opportunity, which is gonna open some big doors for me. And they wanted me to start immediately. So I'm cooking every single night for this group of people. And it's a lot of fun because I get to try different recipes that are not like typical for my meal prep and my bodybuilder clients. But obviously that's my priority, and my priority is not the hour of cardio, because I gotta make sure I don't drop the ball on this. And I have made a lot of choices over the last year that I would neglect in my business because I had to do prep, because I had to be at the gym. So, you know, I will be at the gym instead of going to sleep, and then I was sleeping on a client because I didn't wake up on time. I would, push everything. It's just, I kept putting prep first, as you should, or as you have to. But it's somehow, somewhere in there, you have to find the balance. It was getting exhausting. It had been exhausting, not to lie. It's been exhausting to the point, I'm sleeping 2 hours a night, and the rest of the day, like, my eyes are burning because of how tired I am. My body was giving out on me. And a couple of preps ago, my coach had sent me like a buttload of articles that were talking about when you're not sleeping, how your body, like, it works against you. Basically, you might think it's working against you in that moment, but it's really just trying to keep you alive. Like, that's what your body is supposed to do, is keep you alive. And so you give in to your temptations and you have more cravings, and you can't burn fat the same way at the same rate because your body is just trying to keep you alive. Because I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't recovering, I was eating, and I wasn't burning fat. And so that was like hindering my progress into the show. He forced me to sleep between 6 to 8 hours a night. He was like checking that I wasn't on social media and all that stuff, and it worked. Like, my body started paying me back for it. And so that was what my body has been doing again. I'm not sleeping and my body is really fighting me and having me eat. And then the cycle of anxiety, and then here you go again. So, Lord Jesus, let me catch my breath. All of that to say, it's the beginning of November. Today, it's Saturday. Today would have been 4 weeks out from the next show I was gonna do on December 1st. That's not happening. After I decided, so when I decided that wasn't gonna happen, like a week ago, I said, cool, then I don't have to eat my meal plan. One thing led to the next, and it was 2 days of not eating my meal plan, and then 3 days. I think today is the third, either the third or the fourth day. It will be so bad to the point, there was like 2 days, there was not one moment in the day that I was hungry. And not because I just didn't have an appetite, but because I ate so much consistently throughout the day that I was not hungry. I didn't give myself the space to be hungry. In fact, like, I felt full, I felt stuffed, I felt sick the whole day. So that's to the extent that I go. Like, and I'm just sitting there, like, and I'm just unhappy, and I'm tired, and I can't move, and you don't have energy, and I don't want that. So after my low weigh-in, like a week ago, was 143. Let's say I haven't sent Coach another check-in since then, because I'm just like, nah, he don't need to see this. I did a weigh-in, I think it was yesterday. My weigh-in yesterday was 165. No, 161. Again, it's not fat. I did not gain 20 pounds of fat overnight. But my body is extremely sensitive to sodium and carbs and everything else, which makes it very discouraging when I see that number go up. It sucks because this is stuff that I talk to my clients about, you know. But it's an ongoing journey. And the reason I can't talk to them about it is because, you know, I have the word stumped. I have like beat it. I have been stronger than these thoughts and these weaknesses, you know, thankfully more often than not, which is why I have been able to compete in 5 bodybuilding shows, because I'm literally fighting against myself every step of the way and proving to myself that I can do it. So it gives me a little bit of credibility to talk to my clients, like, you can overcome it. But I have to remind myself, you know, these are humble reminders that I'm still going through it. And that's why, like, nutrition has been such an important thing for me to focus on, and food, because food can really either make you or break you. Like, I've been feeling sleepy more in the day because, you know, I've been eating not so good. And my body is not used to this kind of food. Like, I'm still eating like my chicken and my fish, my egg whites. I love all that stuff. Like, I love the food that I make. The problem is I eat it in excess. And with how sensitive my body is, like, too much chicken will literally put me up 10 pounds. So annoying. But then I've also been having, like, my chocolate. I love chocolate. I love cereal. I'll literally crush a box of cereal in a day, in a matter of hours. So, mix the excess of good foods and then the not so good foods, because there's not good and bad foods. There's just foods that help you reach your goals, and foods that won't. But I was having a combo. But I've been got my life. I went from 165. I was 2 days ago, and then yesterday I was 161, and this morning I was 156. So I'm coming back down. I want to be able to find the balance of having a lifestyle of healthy habits, like I preach to my clients, like I try to teach my clients, everybody on social media. Balance. You can do it. But can I? I can. I haven't. I haven't lived a lifestyle of making healthy habits that kept me aesthetically pleased without a strict diet plan. So I want to see what it is like to eat as I know I should be eating, and finding that balance. If I want a bite of chocolate, if I want dessert after dinner, I can. I was just talking to one of my clients, and I was telling her I've gone to the extent of avoiding social settings, a social life, like, because it's so difficult for me to keep a discipline with food that I have chosen to remove myself from situations, from social circles where food is involved. Happy hours, birthdays, birthday dinners, dates. Dating for me is really difficult because I'm like, nah, you're not taking me to dinner. But I just pull myself out of situations where I know there's gonna be food. And now to be there and not be in prep, I have nothing stopping me. Like, I don't have the thought of, I'm gonna be on stage in 3 weeks, I better not eat this. Nah. I just can have a bite because I can. But I need to stop at those couple bites. I really don't have to eat the whole pan. I don't have to eat till I feel like I no longer can. If I feel maybe full, that's okay. But I don't have to feel stuffed. And then get up and keep eating. And I'm literally like ill. So honestly, I'm terrified. I'm terrified to know how this is gonna go. I'm terrified that I'm gonna let myself down. Like, this is really all on me. And scarier that I'm gonna be recording it. But it's great accountability. My client, she was telling me, she said, if you're scared, do it. And so this morning, I decided I think it would be really good for me. I'm about to hit 30 minutes, I'm sorry guys. I decided that it would be really good for me to document this for myself, but to share it with you guys. I decided I'm not gonna push for a show in 4 weeks or in 5 weeks. I'm not gonna do that to myself, and honestly not to my business either, because there's stuff in my business that I've put off, like taxes. Like, I was able to get away with it last year because I was kind of just like winging it, getting by. You know, I was doing 80 meals, whatever. And I still had my personal training. I've had to slowly come off of that because Meals of Dopeness is booming. I don't have the same time that I did to train my clients. And not just that, I'm really I need to actually start running as a business and not treating this like a hobby, because it's not. I've had, it's a blessing. I've had real investors reach out to me. I've had many people reach out to me for type of sponsor partnerships. So like, this is really going somewhere. And if all of those incredible things happen this year, I can only imagine what next year is gonna hold. And I want to be ready. Like, I want my business to be 100% official. I want to get my license for driving so I don't have to freaking do Uber no more. So I'm handling business. I'm handling business so that next year I can have all the pieces on my soldiers in place for everything to just go. Obviously, there's going to be stuff that comes and whatever, and you can't always just plan for it. But as I've never been an organized and structured person, but that has to change because I got a whole ass business and clients and athletes depending on me now. So I have to move a certain way. So I'm gonna take you guys along this with me. I can wrap this up I think in 5 minutes. So I want to take you guys with me as in the next 2 months holidays are coming up, which is one of the hardest times for me, to be around that much food and not binge. Last year I completely avoided it. You almost did it this year. I told my mom that I wasn't gonna come home because I couldn't be around the food. She checked me and she's like, that's insane. You're gonna miss time with your family so that you can not be like, I was like, okay, she's right. Like I cannot, I have to take control of my emotions, my anxiety, and not let that pull me away from my family. So that really put things into perspective for me. So I'm going home for Thanksgiving, and I'm not gonna be in prep. I was excited to be in prep because it was gonna give me that hard stop, because it's all or nothing. So I had like a reason to say no. I'm not gonna have that this year. I'm gonna have myself to really, like, the love that I have for myself to keep me from to keep me from falling into that hole and I walk out of it feeling crappy. Like I physically feel ill after I eat that much, and then emotionally I'm wrecked. I feel guilty, I feel ashamed. So I really want to, I want to even record that day, like what I'm gonna have, because I'm gonna eat. Like I want to eat, I want to enjoy my family. Like it's been like 2 years, because we make such a big deal about it, about dieting, and it's the perfect body and whatever, and it's not even about the perfect body. Like I've been there, I've had an amazing body, but I wanna feel good in the process. There's no point. So I'm not saying I'm done competing. Like no, I still got a couple shows that I'm looking at, but not for this year. I really need to do this for me. I need to do this for me, and I need to do this for y'all, because if I can learn from this experience, like if I'm going through this, I can only imagine every time that I share something and so many of you guys reach out, like, wow, like that really resonates with me. I want to go through this next 2 months, the rest of this year, to see how this is and share that with you guys, so that I can walk out of it better and y'all can walk out of it better. But the way my body is, I'm not going to walk out of the holidays walking around at 170. I tell you that right now. I will never see that number, and I'm not going to see 160 again. Like, our bodies are not meant to have all that crap in it. Balance, sure. I mean, yesterday I went to a really nice dinner, and I had dessert, and I had a slice of pizza, a little bitty one, but it was a pizza nonetheless. And I still woke up 5 pounds lighter. Like, balance is possible. It's out there for me, and I can find it for more than a day. So that's what this next couple months is going to be about. Finding that balance, really solidifying my business so I can have that foundation for next year to really hit the ground running, and so that whatever next prep, I come hard as hell, because I'm mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually exactly where I need to be. And I'm going to have my soldiers in place to make the moves that need to be made so that I can do what I need to do over here. Because that's the whole point of, having your business, so that it continues to make money for you even when you're not in the room. So, we're coming, guys. Thank you for watching this whole freaking thing. I really need to do better about posting, and I think this is going to be really good for me, to get me to talk more, post more, and just to talk about it feels really good. So whether I post this or not, which I really hope I do, and whether you watch this whole thing or not, which I really hope you did, So, let's see what comes of this. Might get a little ugly, but I'm willing to dive in to uncover my real dopeness. That's what it's all about. That's why I started my business. Let's find your dopeness in my meals, man. Because nutrition is so important and believing in yourself is so important. And yeah. Alright, y'all. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Mwah. Stay dope.